Ladies and gentlemen, Jonathan Link and Travis Mills.
Oh, thank you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you. This is awesome. I appreciate it. Thank you. They had the vision. I mean, they created it, so thanks to them. But I'm going to throw a couple thank yous out before I maybe take some questions, or I think you're running this show. First off, my beautiful wife of 6 years who's up in the balcony. I want to thank her for being on my side, being strong, my rock. So thank you. I can't see it because of light, but thank you, honey. She's amazing. My little girl, if you guys saw her, she normally comes up on stage with me and sings "Let It Go" for everybody. But she had to go home. It was night time. To Gary Sinise, thank you so much, sir. And if you guys don't know, he's actually building a house for my wife and I, a smart home. He does that for wounded guys. Yeah, amazing. And he's just an awesome guy. General Odierno, you are phenomenal, but they didn't mention that the missus comes to the hospital on Tuesdays with the dog Tootsie and meets with everybody. So to Mrs. Odierno, thank you for everything. Yeah. Stand up. Let everybody know. Stand on up. Or be bashed. Yeah, there you go. There we go. If you're a veteran or served or you support the service, hopefully that's why you're here, so thank you for that. If you work at Walter Reed, does anybody work at Walter Reed here? Awesome. Thank you for everything. Now, I can't see because of light. I'm going to call on Nick Carey. Is Carey here? Because she lied if she didn't come as my physical therapist. You can let her know I said that. No. Really, Carey Quinn? Are you kidding me right now? And there's one guy upstairs, actually, who was there when I got blown up. He's a double-leg amputee. You probably saw him. His name's Stephen Leroy, and he was deployed with me. Actually, a buddy of mine. Yeah. So if I didn't thank everybody the right way, I'm sorry. That's the people I figured. Oh, Brandon, thank you, and Laura, you guys for having us and letting us show the film. It was a few fun facts about the film I wanted to cover. It was done in 5 days. I don't like telling people that after you watch it. We filmed in 5 days because the 82nd gave a 4-day weekend, and that's all my guys could get off, so that's what we had to do. It's kind of neat. Brandon and Ryan had to come home with me because they were hurt pretty bad, but they're good now. And Alex had to come home the day that actually Stefan got hurt because he had a punctured lung and shrapnel to the ribs and stuff. But we came together and put this documentary together with his vision. None of it was acted out or scripted. It was just the real events. I mean, I don't pay my brother-in-law or ask him to come call me an idiot in front of everybody. Yeah, I know, right? Surprising. And things like that. So it was pretty fun. A lot of cool things in that documentary. I wish I had pop-up video when I'm rocking the chair. It's the last time I held my daughter, before I deployed that night. So that's pretty special. One picture in there, I had a sniper round crack right next to me, like maybe 6 minutes after I took the picture. Should have been maybe in the prone, not sitting up, but that's my fault. And General Odierno, I'm retired now, so the pictures without a uniform, just please let that let that one go if you don't mind, sir. Sorry. But really, I think, were you running the MC here, sir? Or did anybody have questions for Katie?
I think you're running the show, honestly. I'm just
No,
here.
not me. Introverted,
No,
that's me. Introverted.
I'll start with one question, and then if other folks have questions, we'll get to you. You can shout them out. But the first question I had to do with the recreations. And what was it like, Travis, for you to relive those experiences, especially the most painful ones? I mean, what was that like for you emotionally? Or?
For me, I already been through it once. The worst part of that whole day with the blow-up scene was pulling that paper mache stuff off my arm. Oh, that was sensitive. No, it was a little rough. My guys that reenacted it, they were there that day. They went through it. They lived it. They reacted to their training. So it was really lifelike because you practice how, or you train how you fight. So the medics are very professional. So they actually put tourniquets on. We see in the documentary, I'm like, oh, that's really tight. That's because they put it on so tight. Even though it was a reenactment, I'm like, dude, calm down. But they wanted to do it for John, And I told John they'd do 3 takes. So they took the 3rd take, and John's like, okay, I'm going to need like 2 or 3 more. I said, John, no, man, this is taxing enough. Like, what you got is what you got. I must have been the hardest person to work with because, like, if I thought it was gold, I'm like, scene, that's gold, John, you're welcome. cut. And the doctor in the documentary, the doctor, John's friend, was like, if I was doing this, I'd punch you. I was like, what do you mean? He goes, he says cut, not you. I'm like, oh, but it's my story. If I think it's gold, what do you... You know, I'm like sitting there trying to do the box thing. I'm like, that looks perfect. If you can't see it, wrong profession. But it was rough for my guys, I'd say, to recreate that and go through it. And they did 3 takes, and they did it out of respect and love for me, and I'm thankful they did. So everybody gets kind of a glimpse at like laying on the ground, actually in Texas, but look a lot like Afghanistan. You know, with paper mache and fake blood, and it was stick. I met Troy Aikman, and I was all bandaged up. And I wanted to shake his hand. I had like makeup on, looked like I was dirty. I was like, I'm sorry. I usually have a hand, you know, but this is what you get. So that was about it. And then my wife, I wasn't allowed to watch her do the reenactments of the phone call and things like that because you know, she really got in the zone. So thanks to her for that. And my brother-in-law called me idiot. He was pretty easy. He does it all the time.
I was going to ask you, Jonathan, what it was like to direct, but I'm not going to go there. I want to ask you about the recreations, though. One more question, then we're going to get the audience, is because it's always a risky choice, because recreations can make a movie, they can break a movie, but did you know right away that you were going to use the real folks from the film for the recreations, or did that come, you know, when did you make that decision?
Yeah, actually, like when we got a chance to talk to Travis and Kelsey, by the way, Kelsey, that was her first time really ever even talking about the experiences, and one of her like first and last time. So like that moment was like a special moment, which I'm so glad that we were able to capture, because then that kind of, you know, their story really kind of made everything happen. And I was hoping that Travis would want to reenact or recreate, but you know, I was like, well, you know, like we could bring in, you know, other actors and stuff, but he was so up for it. Where I was like, man, okay. But I did not know that he was going to be such a diva.
That's right. That's right. No brown M&Ms, no red M&Ms, strictly blue.
But an amazing guy to work with.
That's it.
But yeah, like with his other fellow soldiers that were with him, probably right towards where we did the reenactments, you know, like I didn't want to ask to say, hey, you know, can we bring in the real guys? Because I had other people kind of lined up. And then he was like, hey, John, would you mind if I actually had the real guys with me? And I was like, yeah, of course. And but like, you know, one of those tricky things is, like you mentioned, is that like, you know, I didn't get a chance to meet them or see how they would really, you know, be on camera. I just had to kind of trust it. But you know, as you guys saw in the film, you know, they did phenomenal. You know, it was like one of those golden moments where everything just kind of happened so organically, and they just got in the zone, and everybody just poured out their hearts, and it was an amazing experience.
Great. We'll go ahead and take some questions from the audience. I'll step forward so I can see you guys. Does anybody have a question for anyone up here on the stage?
Right here in the front. Yeah. You mean during the reenactments? That's me on the ground. Oh, with Jeff.
Sure, yeah, because like we had like somebody that, you know, had a similar build to Travis, which he was only in I think
I was way more.
three scenes.
Check this out. I still do this.
You know.
All day, every day. Jeff was all right, but he was no Travis Mills.
So of course, like, you know, if there was anything that you know, was the backside where like you needed to kind of see a hand or something, like we had the double in, but anything that was shot other than that, it was Travis being himself, you know.
Serious.
Travis being Travis. Question way in the back, right there.
Oh, this is a great story for the producer, Katie, to tell.
We run a nonprofit called Photolanthropy, and we document inspiring true stories. And another soldier story was nominated to us, a guy that lost one leg, and I was really moved by that. Long story short, we found out maybe he wasn't in a good place to tell his story, And I simply saw a picture of Travis, this awesome guy, huge smile on his face, quadruple amputee. I'd really never seen that in person, and I just knew that there was something extraordinary about this guy. Hopefully that y'all learned tonight. And we gave him a call the next day. I remember calling Travis and saying, "Hey, I'm a filmmaker in Texas. We would love to do this for you." And he said, "Hey, great. Can you be here next week?" And that's it. That was a year and a half ago. We're honored to call them dear friends. They've changed our lives by being so open to us, to sharing their story, and really a picture started all this. So, thanks.
I think I saw another. Yeah, right back there. Yep.
So I wondered if you have, I see success stories, but I wondered if there's bouts that we're not seeing of post-traumatic stress or nightmares or anything like that.
Oh, I actually want to cover that to Mr. Gandolfini's family. I got to meet him actually riding a parade with him in New York, and thanks to what he does for that. I'm actually trying to help with the same thing. Fortunately, PTS, TBI, all that I don't suffer from. I know people out there like shaking their head like he does. I mean I get that a lot. Like they turn their head sideways like, oh, yeah you do. But I actually, I'm like no. I appreciate your concern. And I turn my head sideways. I appreciate your concern, but I don't. Oh. Then I look at my wife. Oh, he does. She's like, yeah. No, but I'm actually, so the Travis Mills Foundation, that's what this logo on my chest is. I started a nonprofit 501c3 so that I can bring the American Legion and VFW hopefully together with the older generation of warfighters and the younger generation of warfighters, because I feel like the PTS is social anxiety, people being sheltered and stay at home because they don't know how to cope with what they did overseas. And I'm trying to get the Vietnam, Korean War, World War II with this generation, in Desert Storm, with this generation of war fighters, and kind of mingle and let them know like what they did overseas is normal. What I had to go and do overseas is same thing that someone else did, and it's okay. And then so I'm starting a veterans camp up in Maine. It's going very well actually, and I'm trying to bring different VFW and American Legion posts in on a constant, hopefully grow to 8 months out of the year, and let guys come out with their families. It's not just about the veterans, it's about their family. And I found that in my recovery, the most important thing to me was my wife and my daughter. And I think that's the biggest thing. So instead of people thinking the American Legion and the VFW are a smoky bar where grumpy men hang out, that's just, come on. Like, if you're part of one, you're like, that's not what we do. I'm sorry. Like, there's nothing against you, I swear. But, so I'm trying to bring them together and try to get the suicide rate down and try to get the PTS claims and, TBI you can't really affect because that's from traumatic brain injury, but you can help affect it, but you can't I think that one has to be cured over time and everything getting back to its normal function. So where I don't suffer from it, I understand there's a need to fix it, and I think that everybody coming together and kind of hanging out with their family is going to help really the most and let everybody know they're not alone in their struggles. It's nothing they need to sit at home and keep thinking about. Get out there and with your families and get out there with other people that have been through it and kind of just talk about it. I feel like myself, probably Stephen up there, we really do well because at Walter Reed, everybody went through the same thing. So PTSD, or PTS, if you will, there at the hospital and TBI are down significantly because I don't know if it's because we all hang out, we go out in public together, and we all went through the same thing, but we all can, socialize about it. So from my experience at Walter Reed, I wanted to make something in Maine for VFW and American Legions to get them back on track because I know their numbers are kind of depleting because the new generation is not there. That's kind of a long way of saying that's what I'm doing with my foundation. And thanks to the Gandolfini family for being here and his continued efforts and everything they do.
Okay, great. Do we have any other? We have time for 2 more questions. I see one right over there.
I just have a couple of comments. My 24-year Army veteran husband, who was in the 82nd 15 years ago, still sings 82nd.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
I understand what your wife does.
Only thing better than a pair of aces is 2 pair. Bow. It's combat patches, everybody. You got them on in there. You get it. I still know it. Activated long ago in the days of World War I. The 82nd ship to France, and there they fought the... I'm not a singer, so
I think you might be.
you get it.
Yeah,
You get it.
It's not bad.
For Jonathan, in the recreation of my experience in Afghanistan, the only thing that you got wrong with it is that they weren't dropping F-bombs.
No, we did. He edited them.
Yeah.
They were edited.
Yeah, there was plenty of F-bombs in there, but I kind of wanted to make it more family friendly,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go. The
Yeah,
softer
one more
side.
question right back there.
So, Brendan, you said you were going to inspire us, and Travis, you truly did. A lot of folks
Thank you.
here have been working on 50 years of veteran here in Alexandria. And part of that is as the military draws down, we're bringing veterans back home. We want to help to change the narrative that focuses less on veterans' struggles and more on their strengths. And clearly, you are a great indication of the strengths that veterans bring home. So as we leave here tonight, what would you like to see us do a little bit differently, especially those who may not be well connected to veterans? How can we capitalize on veterans' strengths?
I feel like veterans, they work hard. I know from my experience in the military, you can't leave till the job's done. You do it the right way and get it done. So if anybody has a job opening, hire a veteran. Hire somebody. Yeah, that's what I think. Thank you. I was actually in a meeting. I was in a meeting today with a gentleman, and we were discussing the sad song, and everything's horrible. Then all of a sudden, someone came along and helped me, and it's whatever. And it's like I'm not wounded anymore. Like I'm a guy with scars. Like don't sit behind me and play sad music and make me look like I have nothing left. Like I'm fine. I'm going on. I drive. I go to the gym, even though it doesn't look like it. Cheesecake's to blame, but. Don't look at me. I get it. You guys wanna feel bad and show compassion towards me. But once you meet me, hopefully you realize like I want to be normal. I want to be like everybody else, and that's what I strive to do every day. So after we get past the oh that poor boy, then you realize that we're just normal people trying to get back to our usual life after going overseas and being a warfighter. And I know you said only two more, but you had a question, and I saw your hand. The only hand I saw raised this whole time. So
Told you I wasn't running the show.
Yeah, unless he says no, but everybody look at him, boo. Okay. Yeah. Wait. She wants to know what's the secret to keep the families together because a lot of families don't stay together due to that. I don't know. We're just fortunate. We have a good core group of friends at Walter Reed that are all the wives and girlfriends and stuff stayed and we hang out with. They're still on a group text, and I'm honestly just blessed to have met my wife and over MySpace. Last fun fact: on April 14th is the first day I woke up from them medically sedating me. Happy 25th birthday! You're a quadruple amputee. Yeah. Oh, that's sad. Oh, man. It's not in on that one. 26 and 27 were a lot better. So, all right. Yeah. Hey, thank you, everybody. I do appreciate it. Thanks for, and if you like it, if you guys liked it, please Instagram and hashtag at SSG Travis Mills and go to travismills.org and pass the word out. We're doing a big Veterans Day push to show it in all the theaters that we can on Veterans Day. And you can do that from Travis Mills or TravisTheMovie.com. And you can do tug events or anything. So we would appreciate your support. Thank you so much.
Please thank Travis.
Thank you so much.
Jonathan Link. Oh, did you want to say one more thing about the producer?
no.
Okay.
Thank you.
Jonathan Link and Katie Norris, producer. Thank them very much, please.
Thanks, guys.
That's all right. You guys can hang around. I'm just going to close up. Are you guys going to the after party? Are you going to the party now? Can you? Okay, they're going to go where we're all about to go, and that's up to the Masonic Temple for the after party. So you can talk more to these guys, talk to them about the film. I wish we could do this. This was the single most entertaining Q&A we've ever had, and I had nothing to do with it, so that's good. So we're going to head right up to there, to the Masonic Temple, a beautiful, beautiful venue. We got a great after party for you. Do not drink too much because tomorrow at 9:45, I want to see you right there in the seats because we're just getting started. We have something like 45 films left to go. So you're going to start tomorrow, and you're going to stay with us all day. Tomorrow night, we're shutting down King Street for our awards. We have Lone Survivor tribute, Peter Berg, director. Marcus Luttrell will be here. We also have Adam Driver, U.S. Marine and actor. So much more to go. And then a salute to military women closes out the festival on Sunday night. So thank you. Thank you to our sponsors, American Airlines. Thank you, Gary Sinise Foundation and Gary Sinise. Thank you, Army Chief of Staff General Odierno. Appreciate you coming out for this. And the family members of the late James Gandolfini. Thank you so much for coming to make this extra special. And thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you up the road in about 15 minutes.